Long ago, long, long ago, back in the dream time, in the myth time, in the time of legends and lore, Baboon and Leopard were friends. And one day, Leopard was busy chasing the hare, which is another story, until Hare had taken refuge in an anthill. And Leopard called down her friend Baboon and asked him to stand guard over the anthill while she went down to the river for a drink. Well, Baboon agreed and settled down with his back to the side of the anthill next to the hole where the hare had disappeared. It was a warm day and fairly close to noon. After a while, Baboon started to doze off and was snoring gently. Well, Hare heard the snores and kind of got curious. That hare crept out of her hidey hole and, well, looked at Baboon and looked at Leopard and looked at Baboon asleep and looked at Leopard drinking water and then looked at Baboon and then looked back at Leopard and pew, ran off, quick as that. And just as that hare was running away, the leopard came back. And that leopard, Nthoo, she saw Hare disappearing over the hill, and in a rage, she charged up to the sleeping baboon and slapped him awake. "Oh, worthless monkey," she roared. Now, this was a terrible insult because, well, even though, baboons, they don't like being called monkey. That's not very fun. That's like just calling somebody a monkey. That's calling anybody a monkey. Baboons don't like to be called monkey. "You foolish monkey, you worthless monkey," that leopard roared. "You've let that fine fat hare escape. That's my lunch you lost, you foolish ape." And her eyes blazed in anger. Now, an angry, hungry leopard is not a very reassuring sight, and Baboon started to back away because he was a little bit afraid. Leopard, but was not even close to finish with him. She grabbed the frightened baboon and was just about to scold him even harder when the feel of warm flesh between her paws suddenly made her stop mid-sentence. Her eyes gleamed and she licked her lips. Since you lost me my last meal, I think you will do very nicely instead." And forgetting their past friendship, she opened her jaws to take a bite. "Ah!" said the baboon. "Wait. Let me pay for my crime in a proper manner. Did you not know, most lovely of beasts, mind you, that the best way to kill a baboon is to drop it from a height? We break into many small pieces, making an easy and tender meal for the hunter." Now, Leopard kind of stopped to think for a second. But, seeing her hesitate, that baboon chattered on, leaving her no time to reflect. "Just throw me up into a tree, please. Dude, just throw me. Throw me as high as you can. You'll see, I'll fall and split open just like a ripe calabash melon. Throw me straight up into this tree." And Leopard couldn't resist the thought. That baboon splattered along the ground. Fresh meat. So she tossed Baboon high into the branches above, and quick as a flash, Baboon climbed up into the safety of the thickest thorns at the top. And he started to laugh, and he sat there screaming loud and long abuse, calling her every name he could think of, and at the top of his voice, he even called her a mangy cat. And this made her yellow eyes blaze with rage. Other animals were beginning to gather around, attracted by the commotion, and Leopard's pride couldn't stand it, and she bounded off, lashing her tail in fury. But she never forgot the insults, and she never forgave them. And to this day, the leopard hunts the baboon in preference to all other food, and the baboon screams with fear at the very sight of his deadliest enemy. You know this is true, because even today, that leopard learned. And to this day, when a leopard kills, when a leopard is successful in the hunt, it makes sure to go up into the tree with it. Thank you very much.